Imagine a moment in history when a group of brave souls stood alone against a vast and powerful army. Not for power, not for fame, but for truth, justice, and honor. Yeah, this was the unforgettable history of Karbala. More than 1,000 years ago, in the harsh and scorching desert of Karbala, there lived a man named Imam Hussein, radiallahu ta'ala, the beloved grandson of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At that time, the ruler was Yazid. The Yazid was corrupt and unjust. He demanded the slavery from Imam Hussein, radiallahu ta'ala. But Imam Hussein, he refused to obey his rule. And for this, Imam Hussein faced a difficult choice to surrender to his rule or die. Then Imam Hussein, without any hesitation, he chose to stand tall with courage, even though he knew the cost would be very high. Accompanied by a small group of his followers and his family members, he traveled to Karbala. On the other side, Yazid prepared his large army to kill them. Despite of being vastly outnumbered, Imam Hussein and his companions, they stayed strongly and they refused to bow down in injustice. Then the battle that was fierce and heartbreaking. Imam Hussein and his followers and his family members, they fought bravely. They fought bravely against the oppression, against the unfairness. Then in the day, many of warriors, they lost their lives. So, in this era, what can we learn from the history? Is it just a story? No. The story of Karbala it was a sign of resistance. It was a sign of revelation. It teaches us that timeless values that are important even today. First of all, we can learn from here that courage. Imam Hussein showed us that standing up for what is right, especially when you are alone and outnumbered. Second, sacrifice. We must be ready to endure any hardship and even give up our lives to protect the truth and the injustice. Third, we should learn from the story of Karbala that the refuse to injustice. No matter who is in power, no matter who is the prime minister, no matter who is the president, we should never support the injustice, the oppression, the unfairness. For this, at the end of the stage, I want to say that the Karbala, it was not just a story from the past, but it is our inspiration. I firmly believe that the anti-British movement of 1946, the language movement of 1952, the Liberation War of 1971, and the fascist revolution of 1969, and even the recent revolution of July 2024, it was occurred with the inspiration of Karbala. For this, if we become the best, and if we become a good countryman, if we become a best man, then we should carry the inspiration of Karbala in the core of our heart, not in our heart, in the core of our heart. That's enough for today. Thank you, my judges. Thank you all. Thank you.